This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, hello, what about you? How you doing? I have a lovely, uplifting episode for you today as we are talking about finding joy every day and celebrating our small wins in life. Not the massive milestones or the once-in-a-lifetime achievements. I mean, well done on climbing Everest, fair dues, that was brilliant. But over time, I think there's more joy to be had from the tiny wee things, those everyday victories that can go overlooked. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you actually paused and said to yourself, do you know what? I actually did something good today. No, we never do that, do we? But think through your day so far. Maybe you've already done some good stuff. Maybe you got out of bed when it was all lovely and warm and you didn't really want to. Maybe you replied to a message that you've been putting off. Maybe you drank a glass of water or you went for a wee walk or you did something that your body is grateful for now. This all counts because life is made up of these small moments, not the big flashy ones. And when we start celebrating these small moments, something shifts inside us because you're training your brain to notice the good stuff. You're training your brain to notice progress rather than pressure. And so then you move from feeling like you're not doing enough to noticing that actually you're doing all right. These small wins build momentum and they build energy. Each one you notice adds to the next one a wee bit more. Tiny steps forward, and that's what keeps you going. Joy is with us every day. But when you only celebrate the big achievements, then you're always waiting for happiness or postponing it. That feeling of, I'll feel good when this is done, or I'll feel proud of myself at the end of this thing. Celebrating the small wins brings the joy into right now, and it allows you to say that this moment matters and that this version of you today is enough. It creates a sense of calm, gratitude, and contentment every single day. Now, starting to celebrate your small wins doesn't have to be complicated. Just at the end of the day, just ask yourself, what 3 things did I do well today? Or what am I grateful for that happened today? Doesn't matter what it is. I know I've mentioned before that I keep a daily gratitude diary in a wee small notebook. And I'll tell you what I've got in it today. I've put, thank you for my friends. Thank you for this lovely day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Thank you for my train being on time and getting me home safe last night. It's just these wee things, but they're not wee things, and they all matter. Celebrating small wins is also about how you talk to yourself. So instead of saying, well, that was a bit rubbish, it wasn't good enough, you could say, that was a step forward, that was a good effort. Instead of thinking, I could have done more, you could think, I did what I could. That gentle, kind shift in language can completely change how you feel about yourself and lift your self-esteem. So as you move through today, I want you to notice something small to celebrate. Something you did, something you handled, something you showed up for, something good that was in your life, and then just take a moment to acknowledge it, because these small wins are quietly building your confidence, your resilience, your self-esteem, and your joy. You never need a big reason to celebrate. You just need to notice what is already there and happening in your life. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for supporting the podcast. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.